My empire, we were the glorious one. It was the glorious time of the Khmer.
I didn't know anything about it before we came here. Did you?
It was bigger than I thought it would be, and I didn't expect it to be such an athletic experience. Didn't realize I'd be rock climbing. I loved it.
Melanie and Albin's next stop is in northern Cambodia, in the town of Siem Reap to be exact, set on the banks of the river of the same name. They hope to get a better sense of this expansive region by seeing it from a hot air balloon far above.
Nice.
It doesn't look scary. Does it look to you?
That looks horrifying. Nervous?
As long as I don't look down, I'm fine. If I look out, it's great.
You say that big lake, big river, it's not the river and it's not the lake, but it's the barai.
Barai.
Man-made barai.
What does Barai mean?
Barai is like a lake, but it's man-made.
Don't you just think that Cambodia is like the most peaceful looking country? I mean, it like has this nice little haze over it, over all the green, lush green.
Where's Angkor Wat? There's Angkor Wat.
Angkor Wat is that way.
Only after exploring Angkor Wat first on foot and then from on high can the Yulis fully appreciate the magnitude of this ancient temple.
What I love about here, being up here, is that you can see the perfect example of the Cambodian landscape.
Yeah.
It's very peaceful up here too, isn't it?
It's very serene. Very quiet.
We're going down, Mel. Headed back down. You survived another one. Another adventure.
Traveling teaches you more than any article, any book, any conversation ever could teach you, because you're actually experiencing everything.
Not a mile from Angkor Wat is one of the most spectacular views Siem Reap has to offer. Travelers are mesmerized by the sunset at Phnom Ang, the highest point in Angkor. Dating back to the 9th century, Phnom Ang, with its 108 surrounding towers, was the first of the Hindu temples built in Angkor. There are several ways to get up to this historic site, but by far, the most enjoyable has to be the elephant ride.
Is this our ride?
Yeah.
This will take us all the way up to the top?
Yeah, not to the top, to the first level.
Is this going to be balanced? It's going to be okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, that's
Wow.
too easy.
Jeez.
Now very rough. It's not very easy. The ancestor, because they were here much longer than us.
And did they use them for transportation?
Yeah. Like building all the temples that you see.
Yeah.
The elephant were the one that transport all the stone. They also use elephant like for scaffolding.
Scaffolding.
Elephants have long played an important part in Southeast Asian history. They were used in the military for heavy labor, such as uprooting trees and moving logs, and also as defense, sometimes crushing the enemy underfoot.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wow, what a great way to get up here.
What a Cambodian experience.
Is this what we saw from the hot air balloon?
Yeah, exactly.
As the sun drops its orange glow over Phnom Ang, Melanie and Albin prepare to climb their way to the top of the temple for a soul-stirring view of the city.
Oh my gosh, look at all these people.
Yeah. It's hundreds and hundreds of people.
Is it always like this, or
Yeah, even in the low season of tourists, it is still hundreds and hundreds of people coming up here for both sunrise and sunset.
So great, that big yellow ball, that's the hot air balloon, and the big yellow sun.
This is such a great vantage point. I love it.
so red.
I know. It's the haze of the city, just the humid haze makes the sun such a pretty color.
Every day in this journey is exciting because we know where we're going, but we don't necessarily know what we're going to experience and what we're going to feel. But honestly, I do miss home. But I think it took getting away from it to make me appreciate what I have. And I'm eager to see what else is out there.
Besides Phnom Penh and Angkor Wat, Siem Reap has other temples, including Pattaya Sera. The name means Citadel of the Woman, so named for the woman who designed and built this fortress. Buildings here are miniature in scale and composed largely of red sandstone. Elaborate statues and intricately carved decorations adorn the walls, making this temple a jewel of Khmer design. Consecrated in 967 AD, the temple was rediscovered in 1914 by an officer in the Geographic Service. A few years later, French author and adventurer André Malraux stole 4 devatas, or statues, from the temple. All the attention that followed paved the way for restoring the site. Cambodia's Tonle Sap, the largest freshwater floodplain in the world, is an ever-changing natural wonder. Called the flowing heart of Cambodia, during monsoon season, floods expand the plain to 10,000 square miles, 5 times its normal size, creating a productive environment for wildlife and for the 3.5 million Cambodians who call this Great Lake home.
So welcome to the Greater Lake.
Greater Lake.
Greater Lake, and the name of it is Tonle Sap. There are 80 villages.
80 villages?
80 villages
here
in this floating village, and about 2,000 families.
Seeing, gas stations, schools, houses, mechanics, like everything above water.
Yeah, it's the village. I mean, you have everything, name it. We have, there are two high schools, 2 secondary schools, also a hospital.
As we're cruising along through the floating village, I'm noticing that anything you're going to need or find in any other village, we're seeing here.
You see that all the houses are now at the edge of the lake, because now we are still in the season that the water is still very high. And then once the water starts to drop down in the dry season, then the families, all the people move their house in.
They move their house?
Yeah, they move it. They float into the middle of the lake.
I mean, I've never seen anything like this, ever. Like, I've never been able to even imagine something like this.
Yeah.
To make the most of visiting some of the 170 floating villages, Melanie and Alvin meet up with a local who's lived on the lake for a generation.
Hi. Hello. These pictures are so lovely. Who are these women?
That's the wedding of her daughter. So this is one of the ceremonies of the Khmer wedding.
Oh, okay.
So like this is washing her husband's feet for the wedding. It means